and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the arrival of the Minister. Please remain standing for the Irish and Malaysian national anthems. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite you to take your seats.
Minister Richard Bruton, TD, Minister for Education and Skills of Ireland, His Excellency Mr. Eamon Hickey, Ambassador of Ireland to Malaysia, Dr. Mohammed Noor Azman bin Hassan, Deputy Director General of Higher Education at the Ministry of Education, Malaysia, Mr. Kenneth Mealy, President of RCSI, Professor Mark Rogers, Deputy President of UCD, Professor Patrick Murray, Chair of Board of Directors of RCSI and UCD Malaysia Campus, Professor Stephen Doughty, President and CEO of RCSI and UCD Malaysia Campus, Yang Berhormat, Datuk, Datin, Directors, Professors, Management, Staff, and Students of RUMC, dear friends from the media, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and welcome to the official launch of the RCSI and UCD Malaysia Campus. I am Divya Gautam.
And I am Jonathan Lim.
And we're final year medical students at RUMC. And we'll be your MCs for today's ceremony. Thank you for joining us and gracing us in the launch of this occasion. Your presence means a lot to us at RUMC. Without further ado, I would like to call upon Professor Stephen Doughty, President and CEO of RUMC, to deliver his welcoming remarks.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Minister Richard Bruton, Minister for Education and Skills, Ireland. Dr. Mohammed Noor Azman bin Hassan, Deputy Director General of Higher Education at the Ministry of Education. His Excellency, Mr. Eamon Hickey, Ambassador of Ireland to Malaysia. Mr. Kenneth Mealy, President of RCSI. Professor Mark Rogers, Deputy President of UCD. Directors, Professors, Management, Staff and Students of RUMC. Datin, esteemed members of the media, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and perhaps we might dispense with honorifics in the future. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome you here today for the official launch of the RCSI and UCD Malaysia campus. Your invitation indicates that you have a connection and a friendship with this unique institution, and I'm absolutely grateful for you for taking time to join us this morning in our celebration. I'm especially honoured to welcome Minister Richard Bruton, Minister of Education and Skills in Ireland, to officiate in our ceremony, and I hope that His Excellency the Ambassador will introduce the Minister to us in due course. Today marks a historic occasion in this institution's life, formerly known as Penang Medical College, or PMC, and now to be known as RCSI and UCD Malaysia Campus, or RUMC. And hopefully this morning, over a course of a few speeches and some videos, I suspect, or at least I hope, that you'll hear phrases like historic or milestone, and hopefully someone will say some congratulatory things. And such words are important on days like today, when we reflect where we've come from and what's been achieved, and we set our eyes to the future and envision what we might accomplish in the months and years ahead. I'm sure many of you are aware that life for PMC started as a small college in 1996, birthed out of discussions with luminaries such as Dato Godfrey Gay, who unfortunately can't be with us today, but is a Penangite doctor, an RCSI alumnus. And his discussions together with Penang Development Corporation led to the formation of this institution. From that moment, the partnership between RCSI and UCD was sealed, and I, as CEO and President, want to publicly record my thanks to both institutions represented here today by their President and Deputy President for their hard work and perseverance in establishing and maintaining such a unique partnership. That partnership is worked out through the hard work of the Board of Directors, and I'm particularly delighted that the Chair of the Board, Professor Pat Murray, has travelled to be with us today. Pat's been a key inspiration to me and many others, and this institution owes him a great deal. Thank you, Pat. Of course, the institution wouldn't have grown and developed as it has without the local support of the Malaysian Ministry of Higher Education. Now back to being called the Ministry of Education again. I think in the lifetime of this institution, it's ping-ponged between education and higher education quite a few times. But we do thank the Ministry for assisting us in attaining this foreign university branch campus status. We offer specific thanks to Director General Datin Paduka Siti Hamisa Tapsir, who unfortunately couldn't join us at the last minute today, but we're actually delighted that Dr. Azman, the Deputy Director General, is able to replace her, as he too was instrumental in us attaining this status. So it's a delight to have you with us, Dr. Azman. And the development of the college as a medical teaching institution is also reliant on our partners, the local hospitals, local colleges, and our thanks and appreciation go out to those friends and stakeholders represented by guests here today. I had the privilege of joining this organisation, then called PMC, 2 years ago. With amongst other challenges set before me, I had a remit to make this day happen, to bring about Malaysia's 10th Foreign University Branch Campus and Malaysia's first Irish branch campus. I want to thank all the staff, students, friends of this institution who've helped make that happen. I've felt your support and encouragement every step of the way, and this achievement is born from your support and dedication. Thank you all. I look forward to working with all of our stakeholders to achieve even greater heights under our new name. Not just a new name, but as you'll see this morning, we also have a new and refreshed logo. And that represents the exciting and bright future that we're entering into and that we're recognizing today. A final note of thanks just before we formally begin, a note of thanks to my staff who've made today happen, who've worked tirelessly and made sure that today was organised. Specific thanks to Rcsi and her team, Indros and the team, and many other staff who've contributed so much. Without further ado, I'd like to call upon His Excellency, Mr. Eamon Hickey, Ambassador of Ireland to Malaysia, and I might add a great friend of this institution, to come to the stage to introduce the Minister, and perhaps I'd invite him to say a few words himself. Ambassador.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Minister Bruton, Dr. Asman, dear friends, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, students and all. Thank you very much, Professor Doughty, and may I extend my warmest personal congratulations to you and all your team on this happy occasion. This, of course, marks a new beginning for RUMC, and having worked closely with you over the past few years, I think it's appropriate to recall the Irish saying, "Tu smá latna hybra," a good start is half the work. I've seen it firsthand during my many visits to Penang, the steady work, diligent commitment and always unfailing cheerfulness of Stephen and his colleagues in dedicated pursuit of their objective of Foreign University Branch campus status for Penang Medical College, now RUMC. Too long to say. I'm honoured to have been asked to introduce to you today our distinguished Minister for Education and Skills, Mr. Richard Bruton, TD, who is here to inaugurate RCSI and UCD Malaysia campus, to inaugurate officially. Appointed Minister for Education and Skills on the 6th of May 2016, the Minister's initiatives in the portfolio include, most recently, the Action Plan for Education, aimed at making the Irish education and training service the best in Europe by 2016. The initiative's actions are aimed at improving outcomes for learners, at breaking cycles of disadvantage, at supporting teachers and institutions to continually improve, at building better links between education and the broader community, and at improving the systems required to develop these aims. Prior to becoming Minister for Education and Skills, Richard Bruton was Minister for Jobs, Enterprise and Innovation. During this time, he played a major role in Ireland's recovery from the financial difficulties that accompanied the recent crisis, in particular as regards job creation. Previously, Richard Bruton was Minister for Enterprise and Employment and Minister of State at the Department of Industry and Commerce. He was first elected to Ireland's Parliament in 1982, has served in the Upper House, the Senate, and has also served in local government. Would you welcome, please, Minister Richard Bruton?
Well, thanks very much, Ambassador. That you gave me a good long introduction there. Fantastic. Dr. Asman, great to be here. I know we share many of the ambitions that you have set out for your Malaysian education system are very similar to the ones that we've recently outlined in our own ambitions plans. And I think it is really important that we use education as the driver of economic and social development. I mean, talent is the key, particularly in this world that we're entering where technology is changing so rapidly, and the way in which we apply knowledge at work is much more demanding and putting greater pressure. I suppose there's an old saying that if we can see far, it's because we've stood on the shoulders of giants, and there's no doubt that here in Penang, the long relationship that has been developed between RCSI, UCD and Malaysia is bearing fruit, and there's many who contributed to the journey to where we are today. It is fantastic to see that this institution has got the recognition from the Malaysian Ministry for Education of being a foreign university branch. I believe that it is really important for any education system to build those sort of connections to other countries so that we are continually stretching what it is we achieve. We're sharing our experience, we're applying our knowledge to problems not just our own, but of others. And that's really a mark, I think, of a mature education system, that we can shine a light upon what we're doing and be happy for others to challenge what we're doing. And I think that's what the RCSI and UCD have done over the years. They've seen their measure of their success is their ability to form partnerships of this nature. I really hope that this will bring great opportunity for the students, who I suppose are the core of any institution. And I am convinced that we in Ireland can form not only the long historic relationships and reflect on those, but to look to the future as to the sort of relationships we can build for the future. I think it was George Bernard Shaw who said that we are made wise not by the recollection of the past, but by the responsibility for the future. And while we have a very rich past, looking right back to the brothers and nuns who were a part of the formation of education here in Malaysia, who came from Ireland, I think we can look to take responsibility for such huge global changes that we're going to have to encounter as a people of this small global environment. So it's a great opportunity to be here. I wish you very well, all of those who have put a lot of work into achieving what has been achieved today. Really thank you for the warm and rousing welcome. It makes me feel like we're going out on the pitch for an All-Ireland match. I don't know if you're familiar with All-Ireland matches, but they are the high point of our sporting season, when hundreds of thousands of people glued to the television, and we start with the national anthem. So we all get our hair tingling on the back of our neck, thinking we're about to go out to launch into a great event, and that indeed is what we're doing here today. So thanks very much indeed. I hope that this start crowns this institution with great success in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Bruton. We are honored today to have Dr. Muhammad Noor Asman bin Hassan, Deputy Director General of Higher Education at the Ministry of Education, Malaysia. I'd like to invite Dr. Muhammad Noor Asman on stage to deliver his speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good morning. Minister Richard Bruton, Minister for Education and Skills, Ireland. His Excellency Mr. Eamon Hickey, Ambassador of Ireland to Malaysia. Mr. Kenneth Mealy, President of RCSI. Professor Mark Rogers, Deputy President of UCD. Professor Stephen Doughty, my good friend, of course, President and CEO of RUMC, or RCSI UCD Malaysia Campus. Directors, professors, management, staff, and students of RUMC, Datuk-Datuk, Datin-Datin, professors, esteemed members of the media, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted, of course, today on behalf of the Ministry of Education to be here today for the official launch of the RCSI UCD Malaysia Campus, or RUMC. It is my pleasure to represent the Malaysian Ministry of Education at this exciting event. I wish to extend the warmest welcome to Minister Richard Bruton from the Ministry of Education and Skills in Ireland. I hope you have a fruitful and enjoyable visit to Malaysia and get a chance to experience much of what Malaysia has to offer, not just education, but of course other fields, Minister. It has been my personal pleasure to have met members of the RUMC Board of Directors from the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland and also University College Dublin in the past. I know that from our discussions, they will be driving forward this new institution to help the Ministry of Education here in Malaysia to achieve its aims of improving further the higher education landscape in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the key elements of the drive to enhance the higher education landscape in Malaysia is the desire to be an international hub within the ASEAN region. We have done exceptionally well so far, and our drive to have a population of 200,000 international students studying in Malaysia by 2020, and further down the line by 2025 of 250,000, is well on target. We are currently at around 180,000 numbers of international students throughout the country. Apart from the public higher education, private education institutions such as RUMC provide a home to a large number of these international students, and foreign university branch campuses are a particular attraction to them. The elite group of foreign university branch campuses in Malaysia now includes 3 from Australia, 5 from the UK, 1 from China, and those are 9 altogether, and the 10th is now from Ireland. So imagine in a football match, 10 is a striker. You wear a jersey of number 10, that's a good number. I mean, a very popular player on the pitch. It is important for us to keep developing the quality of higher education institutions here in Malaysia. The new Foreign University Branch campus is an example of that. The importance grows every day as we embark on the 4th Industrial Revolution, or so-called the IR 4.0. We need our institutions to prepare holistic graduates who are ready for a future that we might find hard to imagine even today. That isn't just true for graduates in fields such as IT and engineering, but in every discipline. I know that in this university, Rcsi Ucd, with its focus on medicine and healthcare, IR 4.0 is important too. Areas such as connected health and other initiatives that link technology to healthcare providers and patients will change the future of health. I'm aware that recent reports also suggest that Ireland is one of the countries that is most well prepared for IR 4.0, so we look to see how we can learn from the Irish example. In this regard, the Ministry of Education wish to encourage and hope to see more collaborations between institutions of higher learning in Malaysia with Rcsi Ucd, in particular in the areas of R&D. As an institution of higher learning, universities not only have to conduct quality teaching and learning, and of course some consultations and expert advisors and so on, research and development is also the other backbone. The strength of Rcsi Ucd in health-related discipline and the advent of the IR 4.0 would open up opportunities in areas of research towards solving issues not only in Malaysia but around the region. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that as Malaysia's 10th Foreign University Branch campus, Professor Stephen Doughty and his staff will be seeking ways to encourage further linkages between Ireland and Malaysia. We hope to see more research collaborations, cross-country research grant applications and funding, and also more student mobility between Ireland and Malaysia. I'm sure that RUMC will continue to develop from strength to strength. Congratulations to the launch of Rcsi and UCD Malaysia campus. Thank you, and of course, terima kasih.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Nur Asman. Now, we would like to present to you a short video featuring many of RUMC's defining moments with some unforgettable memories from the past 25 years. Enjoy the video.
We hope you enjoyed that walk down memory lane. It was beautiful to see how far we've come. I'd like to now invite Mr. Kenneth Mealy, President of RCSI, to say a few words. Mr. Mealy, please.
Well, thank you and good morning, everybody. It gives me great pleasure to represent the Royal College of Surgeons at this launch of the RCSI and UCD Malaysia campus. I had the privilege of visiting Penang only a few months ago for the degree conferring ceremony, one of my first responsibilities, having taken up the role of president earlier this year. And it's a pleasure to be back so soon and see the campus so wonderfully decorated for this event. For those of you who are not aware, the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland was established by Royal Charter by King Charles III in 1784. It's one of 4 Royal Colleges of Surgeons in Great Britain and Ireland, and is the only one to operate an undergraduate medical school. RCSI is Ireland's largest medical school and has a long tradition of international medical education. That international outlook is an important characteristic of RCSI, a feature that dates back to our foundation and which has led to the college building long-standing links with many countries worldwide, including Malaysia. In recent decades, Malaysians have been one of the largest student populations at the RCSI campus, the RCSI Dublin campus, and this exciting venture called Penang Medical College that came about more than 22 years ago was a wonderful opportunity to strengthen our links with Malaysia even further. The college's international outlook, combined with the experience of our educational partners, UCD, has enabled RUMC to deliver a world-class undergraduate medical education to Malaysian students. And it has been a source of pride to many of us to witness this partnership come to fruition over the past 2 decades. The original concept of a Penang medical school, associated with and supported by Irish educational institutions, as you've heard already today, was first conceived by Dr. Geoffrey Gay, a Penang surgeon and native of this island, and himself the first Malaysian graduate of RCSI. His concept found favour with important local interests, among them the Penang Medical Practitioners Society, the Penang branch of the Malaysian Medical Association, the Penang Development Corporation, and not least the Chief Minister of Penang at that time, Tan Sri Dr. Koh Su Kun. And in 1996, Penang Medical College was born and has gone from strength to strength since then. RUMC emphasises our commitment to delivering excellence in healthcare education to students, not just in Ireland, but also in partnerships across the world. We continue to challenge ourselves to best prepare the next generation of healthcare professionals so they graduate ready for early career challenges to best serve their communities, but also with a passion for lifelong learning. We understand that career journey as RCSI provides the postgraduate training and oversight in Ireland for surgery and some other medical specialties alongside continuing development, professional development for pharmacy and nursing. RCSI has invested in simulation training facilities at a new centre opened in 2017, which are the most advanced in Europe. We're also evolving our courses to ensure that graduates are fully prepared for the professional and personal challenges of a diverse international medical career. These changes will benefit RUMC students both in Dublin and in Penang, and we value the input of our colleagues here at RUMC as we transform our curricula to best suit the next generation of patients as well as the professional needs of our students. RUMC is not just about teaching students, it is a centre for healthcare research as well. RUMC is especially proud to be the host of the COCHRANE Malaysia, as you've already heard, the network of Malaysian Cochrane centres focusing on evidence-based medicine and dissemination of high-quality research evidence in the medical arena. Key areas of work are to provide training to healthcare professionals, patients and others, including the media, on how to access and use the reviews, as well as to translate the plain language summaries of Cochrane reviews into Malaysian. So it's a remarkable pleasure to see such a positive success story, which is a testament to the relationship between our Irish and Malaysian colleagues. And I congratulate everyone at RUMC on this momentous occasion, and we look forward to many future successes. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Milley. It's my pleasure to invite Professor Mark Rogers, Deputy President of UCD, here today. I'd like to call upon Professor Rogers to address us.
Minister, Ambassador, distinguished guests, RUMC staff and students, friends and colleagues. It gives me great pleasure to represent University College Dublin at this important moment in the life of the branch university. UCD President Professor Andrew Deeks has also asked me to convey his best wishes to everyone here today. UCD is proud to partner with RCSI in this joint initiative for the past 22 years. Its success is a credit to the foresight of generations of leadership at both institutions, together with the determination and hard work of faculty and staff of RUMC. I'm reminded of the words of UCD's founder, John Henry Newman, who in 1854 envisaged the growth of, and I quote, a flourishing university which for a while had to struggle with fortune, but which, when its first founders and servants were dead and gone, had successes far exceeding their anxieties. Although RUMC is comparatively young, it has already achieved successes exceeding its own founders' anxieties. And we witness that in today's transition from college to university status. Students from RUMC have added greatly to the diversity of our Dublin campuses and have formed lasting friendships with their classmates. These students have in turn been enriched by their time at UCD or RCSI. Since our foundation, UCD has made a unique and substantial contribution to the creation of modern Ireland based on successful engagement with Irish society at every level and across every sphere of activity. UCD is one of Europe's leading research-intensive universities and is an environment where undergraduate education, master's and PhD training, research, innovation and community engagement form a dynamic spectrum of activity. The international standing of UCD has grown in recent years. We are currently ranked in the top 1% of higher education institutions worldwide. UCD is also Ireland's largest and most globally engaged university, with over 33,000 students drawn from over 138 countries, and includes almost 6,000 students based at locations outside Ireland. The university's main Dublin campus occupies an extensive parkland estate of more than 130 hectares, and we are continually involving and upgrading our campus facilities. UCD School of Medicine was one of the earliest faculties to be set up in the university. That pioneering spirit and strategic vision lingers to this day, and we see that the evidence of that continuing vision with the launch here today. As we look to the future, we will continue to strengthen our ties with other institutions through partnerships with our branch campus here. We look forward to exploring research collaborations, grant proposals, and publications with other institutions here using our Malaysian branch as a conduit for that engagement. UCD is already highly active in partnerships with Malaysian public universities such as University Malaya, UKM, UITM, via the UCD Innovation Academy activities. The Academy, led by Professor Susie Jarvis, has designed and delivered programs for both students and faculty in the Asian region and is the international partner on the Entrepreneurial Educator Enhancement Program established by Datin Dr. Sihira Bindi Hamdon from the Ministry of Education in Malaysia. This initiative has successfully enhanced the entrepreneurship education capabilities of 360 academic staff across the country since 2016. Another example of this partnership was the recent collaboration between UCD Innovation Academy and the Centre for the Initiation of Talent and Industrial Training at the University of Malaya, where a pilot entrepreneurial thinking module was successfully run by UCD Innovation Academy for 200 undergraduate students with the support of the Higher Education Authority of Ireland. Looking ahead, UCD Innovation Academy will be delivering UCD professional certificates here in RUMC in the coming months. Courses in areas such as creativity and innovation are designed to equip participants with the opportunity to develop new skills and enhance existing skills that are in high demand by employees across all industries and sectors. International experience and collaboration are highly valued among the medical community. UCD School of Medicine fully encourages their students to actively participate in a range of clinical research opportunities available in UCD. One of our most popular avenues for this is the Student Summer Research Award. Students undertake an 8 weeks of research in an area of specialist interest for academic credit. And I'm happy to report that students from Penang are at the forefront of availing these expanding range of projects, several of which are supervised here in Penang. By facilitating collaboration between our thriving research networks, we produce doctors of the highest caliber. The launch of RUMC coincides with the development of more postgraduate research opportunities, particularly in the area of public health. And this was demonstrated with the recent establishment of a one-year full-time Masters in Public Health. This is a UCD program conducted in RUMC, awarded by the National University of Ireland, and accredited by the Malaysian Qualification Agency and Malaysian Ministry of Higher Education. Significantly, the recognition by MQA of RCSI and UCD doctorates, where research has been conducted in Malaysia, opens the way for collaborative PhDs between Dublin partners and RUMC. And UCD is delighted to continue to work in partnership with RCSI and our colleagues here in Penang to ensure that the highest quality education is delivered to students here at RUMC, and we look forward to assisting the Malaysian Ministry of Education in its goals to ensure the highest standard of international education is available to the Malaysian population. So congratulations to the RUMC management team and board of directors on the launch of the RUMC campus. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Professor Rogers. Please now turn your eyes to the screen, where we have a number of congratulatory messages from various stakeholders of RUMC.
Hi, I'm Melvin. I'm a fourth-year medical student from Rcsi Ucd Malaysian campus, and I was previously studying in UCD Dublin.
Hi, my name is Priscilla Phua, and I'm a fourth-year medical student from the class 2020 of RUMC.
Hello there. My name is Idris Anwar bin Shamsul Anwar, fourth-year medical student of RCSI Ucd Malaysian campus. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate this campus for finally being a foreign university branch campus of Malaysia. After so long, we've been waiting for this moment, and now it has arrived.
Unlike other universities, PMC gives you the privilege to do your preclinical studies in Dublin itself, and you get to experience the best of both worlds. So you're not just confined overseas, you do get to come back to Malaysia and practice your clinicals here.
Hi, my name is Dr. Yoon Ji Gin. I'm the consultant physician in the Penang Hospital. I'm from the batch of 2001. I have to say that teaching both in Dublin and Penang was excellent and plenty of learning opportunities.
Hi, my name is Dr. Deong Seng Kwok. I'm the pioneer batch in Penang Medical College, where we started in 1996. I have the privilege to study in University College of Dublin, where I spent 2.5 years having a very good social as well as studying life there. After that, we come back to Penang, where we have a very good teaching from both Penang Medical College, staff from Penang Medical College, as well as Penang General Hospital.
Now, from our Dublin days, we have been taught and we have been experiencing the Irish culture. Now, from there onwards, we have learned also that our universities, both RCSI and UCD, have given us the best of education itself, from the tutors to their facilities In fact, even the way and the environment, how the students interact with each other has been the utmost of excellence.
I'm Professor David Whitford. I'm Vice President for Academic Affairs and Registrar at RCSI and UCD Malaysia campus. RCSI and UCD, I'd just like to, Malaysia campus, I'd just like to really congratulate in achieving the Foreign University Branch Campus status. This is a major achievement. Penang Medical College, as it previously was, has done an excellent job over many years. And it is because of the excellent teaching and the quality of our students and the alumni that have actually gone out from here that we've been recognised as a Foreign University Branch campus. This portends extremely well for the future in that it enables us to move on and do a lot of other things, expanding our programs out in terms of healthcare programs and in both undergraduate, postgraduate and specialist training for healthcare professionals in the future.
Okay, my name is Professor Dr. Premnath and I'm the Dean of Rcsi Ucd Malaysia campus. I think that I've watched it from its infancy. I would like to think that we are an international university in terms of both our very talented academic staff as well as our students.
Hello, I'm Dr. Maliga Devi Nagalingam, Deputy Director of Hospital Sabranjaya. Just 3 years ago, the Clinical Skills Center opened across the hospital to cater to classes and clinical skills for students doing their rotations here. Our hospital staff are responsible for teaching and guiding the students over many years. This can be seen from the quality of the graduates as they join the healthcare system, even as some of them return as housemen or at more senior levels.
Good afternoon and salam sejahtera. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate RCSI and UCD campus of Malaysia for achieving university status recently. As a senior management of Hospital Pulau Pinang, we are working closely with university, especially with the senior management of the university and also the dean of the campus.
On behalf of the UCD College of Health and Agricultural Sciences, I'd like to offer my congratulations and best wishes to all on the launch today of RUMC. Innovations such as this and the further development of our postgraduate offerings, including in the PhD and Master's field of public health, will be of the greatest importance into the future. Healthcare delivery, we hope, will gain from these innovations in Malaysia, and we very much value our relationship with UCD Ireland.
Hello, my name is Professor Michael Keane, Dean of Medicine and Head of the UCD School of Medicine. I'm delighted to offer my congratulations to RUMC on achieving Branch University campus status. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of those involved in securing this recognition. In particular, I'd like to thank my predecessor, Professor Pat Murray, for his pivotal role in the process. I look forward to visiting the RUMC campus in the near future.
I want to congratulate everybody at the RCSI UCD Malaysia campus on the achievement of Foreign University Branch campus status. During the many years that Malaysian students have been coming to PMC, they've enriched the UCD campus and the environment there with their cultural contributions to the university.
Sincere congratulations to all our colleagues in Penang Medical College, or as it's now known, RCSI UCD Malaysia campus. We're delighted at your success. This recognition as being a Foreign University Branch campus is a major milestone in the evolution of the university. The achievement of this major milestone, I think, is a recognition of the quality of medical education provided by the college in Malaysia. It continues a long line of focus and excellence in medical education. We're hugely proud of the success of our students in Malaysia, of our alumni, particularly of the contribution they have made to healthcare and care of patients in Malaysia.
We have been in Malaysia since 1996 as part of this great venture, and this new status today signals the fantastic work that's been achieved, the graduates, the great staff and the existing students, and we are really delighted to see this day happen.
And I'd see RUMC as being one of the best private institutions in Malaysia, if not recognized globally in the world.
Lastly, I would like to congratulate RUMC for attaining the Foreign University Branch campus just a few months ago, which is definitely a huge milestone for us because we came from just 14 students in the first batch to now there's over 100 of us just from my class alone. I hope RUMC continues to grow internationally and achieve greater heights.
Lastly, I would like to wish all the best to RUMC and also to our future graduates.
In the future, I aspire for RUMC to be more globally recognized, to have more international students and to have more foreign lecturers as well. So we do get that benefit of local lecturers and foreign lecturers with different teaching styles as well.
I look forward to RCSI and UCD Malaysia campus becoming a name renowned here and globally.
I hope university will produce excellent doctors in future for the nation. I also hope the university will assist us in the teaching and training of my young doctors in this hospital.
Now, for the moment that we've all been waiting for, please join us in welcoming Minister Richard Bruton, Dr. Mohamed Noor Azman, His Excellency Mr. Eamon Hickey, Professor Stephen Doughty, Professor Patrick Murray, Mr. Kenneth Mealy, and Professor Mark Rogers to the stage for the official launching of the RCSI and UCD Malaysia campus. We invite Minister Bruton to unveil the commemorative plaque that signifies this moment of the official launch of RCSI UCD Malaysia campus.
Mr. Bruton, we would like to kindly request for you to remain on the stage for the souvenir presentation as a token of appreciation from RUMC. We would like to invite Professor Patrick Murray, Chair of the Board of Directors of RUMC, to present the souvenir to Minister Bruton.
Prof. Stephen, could you come on stage, please?
Thank you to our guests of honor. Now, we would like to invite Minister Bruton, His Excellency the Ambassador, and the delegation from Ireland for the press conference and the tour of RUMC, led by Professor Stephen Doughty. Members of the media, we would like you to join the press conference at the multimedia room at level 2.